What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Big Fight Field channel. Miami Dolphins lose wildcard weekend to the Buffalo Bills, 34-31, and the season is over. This whole week, Wednesday, I convinced myself that the Dolphins were going to beat the Bills with Skylar Thompson at Buffalo. Was I extremely biased and extremely naive in my opinions? 100%. 100% I was biased, thinking that the Dolphins, with Skylar Thompson and all the banged up injuries, were going to go into Buffalo and win this game. However, even though I am very upset, and we'll talk about the reasons the Dolphins lost this game, absolutely nobody, besides a couple Dolphin fans, thought this game would be as close as it was. All I wanted in this game was a fight. And damn it, we gave the Bills a fight. We even had the lead in the third quarter with 5 minutes to go, up 24-20. The defense could only hold for so long after that 3rd and 19 interception by Skylar Thompson. Ridiculous call by Mike McDaniel, by the way. Can't wait to talk about that one. At the end of the day, it was too much for the defense. They created a lot of plays for the Dolphins offense to score. They got a touchdown before halftime. The defense gives up a field goal. I don't want to make this as an excuse, but I'm confidently going to say that if the Miami Dolphins had Tua Tagovailoa under center, they would have won the game. If Skylar Thompson wasn't the quarterback, instead of those field goals that we got in the first half, they would have been touchdowns with Tua, in my opinion. But it's also, early in the game, the receivers who were not helping out Skylar Thompson with these crucial drops. You rely on your big playmakers like Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. And in the first half, they came up pretty damn small. But it sucks right now. It's obviously painful to lose a playoff game. Dolphins haven't won a playoff game in 22 years. And we're going to have to wait until next year to see if they can win a playoff game. But the main reason we lost this game, 4th and 1 at the 50-yard line. Mike, you got to get the fucking playoff, man. Like, that's absolutely inexcusable that you have 4th and 1 and you're taking way too damn long to call the play, and it leads into a delay of game penalty in the biggest play of the game. You go from 4th and 1 to 4th and 6. That cannot happen. I don't know if that's on the coach or if that's on the quarterback for not getting the play out too quicker. I don't know if the game's too quick for Skylar, but I'm going to blame it on Mike. And it wasn't even that. It was the whole game. The clock management was horrible the entire game. And Mike McDaniel needs to be better. And, it's a heartbreaking loss. I am proud. The last time they lost in Buffalo, I wasn't saying moral victory, but I feel like for this organization, you didn't have Tua going into the game. You didn't have Raheem Mostert. Your offensive line is banged up. They were playing with a practice squad left tackle today. Okay? Missing a ton of defensive starters. I think you can have a positive outlook going into the offseason, preparing for next year. The fact that the Dolphins only lost by 3 points to the AFC favorites, in my opinion, and the team that's going to go to the Super Bowl out of the AFC. I mean, I hate the Bills with my entire heart, but I truly believe that that team is destined to go to the Super Bowl because of they were the preseason favorites, the whole thing, everything with Damar Hamlin. I mean, this team is destined to go to the Super Bowl, and I think they're going to win the Super Bowl. I really do. So, to lose that tight of a game, as you were underdogs by 13 points, which, by the way, in playoff history, if there's a team that's favored by 9.5 points or more, all of them have covered. The Dolphins kept it a tight game. And they were down 17-0. It could have gotten really bad, but the team fought. And that's what I'm proud of the most, is the fight in the team. Because the old Dolphins, the old Dolphins would lay down and die. The Dolphins that I watched in my first ever playoff game against the Steelers were down big like that, and they laid down and died. They didn't have a chance. This team came back. Yes, it is extremely disappointing. But at the end of the day, at the end of the day, nobody gave the Dolphins a chance. And to lose by 3 to that team with your third-string, 7th-round rookie quarterback, I think that's got to be a positive outlook going into the offseason. So, we're going to talk about this game. We're going to get into some stats first. We'll start with the Dolphins, since they're the away team. Skylar Thompson, 18 for 45, 220 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Those 2 interceptions were just bad interceptions. The second interception shouldn't have even happened because you should have ran it up the middle and give Thomas Morstead more room to punt, and he would have had a lot more room, and that would have been much better. And it set up Bill's touchdown too. But overall, Skylar Thompson wasn't great. Skylar Thompson didn't play. He made a couple good throws, but overall, I do see potential in Skylar Thompson. I'm not giving up on Skylar Thompson, but he's not ready yet, and he's not good enough to be the backup. So we'll see what happens with him. But I do believe in Skylar Thompson that he could get better in the offseason, but not good enough as far as today. The Dolphins couldn't run the ball. Everybody was praising in Dolphins community that the Dolphins needed to run the ball. Last time in Buffalo, they had 188 rushing yards with Raheem Mostert. Raheem Mostert didn't play today. The Dolphins had 42 rushing yards. Not good. You need to run the ball in the playoffs. Jeff Wilson, 10 carries for 23 yards and a touchdown. And Skylar Thompson, he's a running quarterback in college. Didn't use his legs. Didn't take off and start running. I was disappointed by that. Tyreek Hill had 15 targets. He ended up with 7 catches for 69 yards. Savon Ahmed, 3 catches for 45 yards. Jalen Waddle, 3 catches for 44 yards. Durham Smythe, 1 catch, 20 yards. Mike Gesicki, 2 catches for 15 yards. More than likely, his last touchdown as a Miami Dolphin, because I don't think they're bringing him back. Fumbles. Eric Rowe forced a fumble, recovered by Zach Zaylor for a touchdown. Xavier Howard got an interception, and Javon Holland got an interception. Sacks by Eric Rowe, which was the forced fumble. Jalen Phillips, half a sack. Jerome Baker with a sack. Zach Zaylor with 2 sacks. Christian Wilkins with a sack. Elijah Campbell with a half a sack. Bradley Chubb with a sack. Got a forced fumble, which the Bills caught a break because they ended up recovering it. And, yeah, so they were able to get pressure. They got 7 sacks on Josh Allen, but the secondary was awful. Awful secondary. Josh Allen, 23 for 39, 352 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Devin Singletary, 10 carries, 48 yards. James Cook, 12 carries, 39 yards, and a touchdown. And Josh Allen had 4 carries for 20 yards. Stephon Diggs, 7 catches for 114 yards. Gabe Davis, 6 catches for 113 yards and a touchdown. Again, secondary was absolutely atrocious, but there's no way that you're going to have Keon Crossan and Elijah Campbell and Justin Bethel starting next year, because hopefully Brandon Jones and Nick Needham are healthy by then. Kato Kohu, I think he's got a spot on the defense next year. I've been frustrated with Kato Kohu at times, but I do think he's going to have a spot on the starting defense going into next year. Khalil Shakir, 3 catches, 51 yards. Cole Beasley, 2 catches, 35 yards and a touchdown. Dawson Knox, 3 catches, 20 yards and a touchdown. So the Bills had 2 interceptions too. So let's get into this game. First quarter, Bills get the ball first. They go 6 plays, 43 yards, and they turn the ball over on downs. First and 10 at the Buffalo 47. Stephon Diggs for 14 yards. He was cooking Xavier Howard early. Devin Singletary for 2 yards. No 3-yard gain for James Cook. Then on 3rd and 5, Josh Allen scrambles left. Duke Riley was a tackle. Josh Allen fumbled the ball on his knee, but the ball ended up going out of bounds. And then on 4th and 3, incomplete to Cole Beasley. First possession for Skylar Thompson and the Dolphins offense. They go 3 and out. 3 plays and 2 yards. Then the Bills go 5 plays, 73 yards, in 3 minutes to get a touchdown. Josh Allen to Stephon Diggs for 20 yards. Josh Allen is sacked by Jerome Baker. Great play. And this is one of the reasons why Josh Boyer is going to be fired, hopefully this week. 3rd and 15, the Buffalo Bills, 42-yard line. Josh Boyer sends 8 on 3rd and 15 with our atrocious secondary. You blitz 8 guys on 3rd and long. That is atrocious, and that's why he'll be fired this week. Praying. He needs to be gone. Josh Allen to Stephon Diggs for 52 yards. And then Josh Allen to Dawson Knox for 6 yards. But that's on Josh Boyer. 3rd and 15, you should not be sending 8 guys. That's ridiculous. That's not smart. That's not smart. Dolphins offense, 2 plays, and 2nd and 8, Skylar Thompson throws to Tyreek Hill, clearly doesn't see the defender, and it's an easy interception for Marlowe for Buffalo. Just an awful pass. Clearly Skylar didn't see him, and Buffalo took advantage with the pick. So Skylar didn't see him. 4 plays, 23 yards, another touchdown for Buffalo. 2nd and 4, Shakir for 3 yards. 3rd and 1, Devin Singletary up the middle for 2 yards. And then 1st and 12, James Cook takes it in for a 12-yard rushing touchdown. The Bills are up 14-0. The Dolphins go 6 plays and 10 yards, and they punt again. 3rd and 8. Skylar Thompson to Mike Gesicki for 8 yards. False start on Teron Armstead. Incomplete to Tyreek Hill, which I forgot to talk about that Jalen Waddle drop. I'm going to go back to that real quick. Where is that? First drive, 2nd and 8. Skylar Thompson throws a beautiful pass to Jalen Waddle in his chest, dropped it. 2nd and 15. Tyreek Hill, slant route. Ball in his chest, drops the ball. 3rd and 15. Skylar Thompson, deep right again to Jalen Waddle, dropped it. So these guys were not catching the ball early on. And with a 3rd-string, 7th-round rookie quarterback who needs all the help in the world to get success, and he's throwing you dots, and you're coming up small, dropping the football, that's unacceptable. You need to play better than that. That can't happen. That cannot happen, especially with Skylar Thompson under center. So, yeah. This is the reason why the Dolphins winning and dominated early on. Big drops by their big-time players. Bills then go 11 plays, 52 yards. 1st and 10, Gabe Davis initially ruled incomplete. Was looked over, challenge flagged by Sean McDermott, and Gabriel Davis for 19 yards. 1st and 15, Stephon Diggs gets 8 yards, and then 3rd and 7, Josh Allen scrambles for 8 yards for a first down. 2nd and 10, Singletary for 8 yards. 3rd and 2, they can't get off the field. Stephon Diggs for 14 yards. 2nd and 8, touchdown to Dawson Knox. Gets reversed because the ball hit the ground. Incomplete pass. And then 3rd and 8, Josh Allen is sacked by Christian Wilkins and Zach Zaylor. And the Bills are held to a 33-yard field goal by Tyler Bass. So, Bills are up 17-0. Dolphins start possession at the 40-yard line with a kick out of bounds. Skylar Thompson to Darren Smythe for 20 yards. Savon Ahmed to the left end for 6 yards. Tyreek Hill end around for 8 yards. Skylar Thompson is sacked by Matt Milano for a 9-yard loss. 3rd and 19, Skylar Thompson to Tyreek Hill for 20 yards in the first down. Tyreek Hill was found wide open by Skylar Thompson, and he got the first down. Skylar Thompson sacked again on 2nd and 9, and then Skylar Thompson incomplete to Jeff Wilson, which was a dropped pass. One problem with Skylar Thompson and another problem too, holding on the ball for way too long. I know the offensive line was garbage. Even though you had Teron Armstead, the offensive line was not good. And clearly, we don't have cap space right now, so I don't know how the Dolphins can improve the offensive line going into next season. But the offensive line was really banged up and didn't play good at all today. And Skylar Thompson got sacked 4 times. He was holding on to the ball way too long. So, Jason Sanders for 40. It's good. The Bills up 17-3. 3 plays, 22 yards. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line for Buffalo. Intended deep for John Brown, and it's intercepted by Xavier Howard with a 49-yard return to midfield. And then Christian Wilkins, Josh Allen is pissed off. He's throwing a fit, and he gets in Christian Wilkins' face, and Wilkins gives him a little shove, and Josh Allen completely shoves him. And there's five Buffalo Bill defenders, offensive players, that come over and push Christian Wilkins to the ground. And the flag was unnecessary roughness on Wilkins and unnecessary roughness on Mitch Morse. And the penalties were offset. That was fucking bullshit, man. A horrible call to offset the penalties when Josh Allen started the entire thing. So why Miami is getting punished for it, I don't know. Maybe a little favoritism to the Buffalo Bills, but that was a bad call. Dolphins go 8 plays, 18 yards, and get another field goal. 3rd and 8, Skylar Thompson to Tyreek Hill, incomplete. Then they go for it on 4th and 8 on Buffalo's 46-yard line, and Skylar Thompson throws a check down to Jeff Wilson, who breaks a tackle and is able to get 13 yards for the first down to the Bills' 33-yard line. False start, makes it 1st and 15. Skylar Thompson and Tyreek Hill for 6 yards. Skylar Thompson scrambles for 2 yards, and then incomplete to Savon Ahmed, who got creamed by Terrell Edmonds. And he got hammered on that play. And Jason Sanders makes a 48-yard field goal, and the Bills are up 17-6. Bills go 3 and out, and Cedric Wilson gets a 50-yard punt return to the Buffalo Bills' 27-yard line. Great return, and that's the kind of stuff we needed in this game to stay close. Would have loved to get a touchdown here, but the Dolphins get another field goal, man. Skylar Thompson just could not put it in the end zone. We'll go 2nd and 10, false start. 2nd and 15, Skylar Thompson to Tyreek Hill for 13 yards. 3rd and 2, Skylar Thompson incomplete to Jalen Waddle. They were lining up like they were going to go for it, but then they called a timeout, and they ended up kicking the field goal. I would have gone for it. You got nothing to lose. It's 4th and 2. The worst that's going to happen is you're going to get Buffalo. You're going to give Buffalo the ball at their own 19-yard line, and they're going to have to go down and march for 2 minutes. But hey, they got points before halftime regardless. But Jason Sanders makes a 37-yard field goal. He went 3 for 3 today. 3 for 3 last week. 3 for 3 this week. I don't know if he's going to stay on the team, but he came up clutch the past 2 weeks, man. Shout out to Jason Sanders. The Bills go 3 plays, 11 yards, and back-to-back interceptions. No, not back-to-back interceptions. 2 interceptions in the second quarter, but another interception by Josh Allen. Attends for Cole Beasley, broken up by Kader Kohut. The ball's popped up in the air, and it's intercepted by Javon Holland, who's returned for 29 yards to the Buffalo Bills' 18-yard line. So that sets up the Miami Dolphins beautifully, and then they're able to score a touchdown. 2nd and 13 on the Buffalo 21. Skylar Thompson to Savon Ahmed for 12 yards. Skylar Thompson to Tyreek Hill for 2 yards and a first down. Then 1st and goal, Skylar Thompson throws it to Mike Gesicki for a 7-yard touchdown. The Dolphins go for 2, and Skylar Thompson throws it to Tyreek Hill. The Dolphins, down 17-0, came back and tied it up at 17. But they couldn't keep the game tied going into halftime because the secondary is atrocious. They go 6 plays, 54 yards in 29 seconds before halftime. Josh Allen to Gabriel Davis for 33 yards, covered by Keon Crossan. Get him off this team. He should be nowhere near this roster next year. He sucks. Nothing impressed me with Keon Crossan this year. He's terrible. 2nd and 10, Josh Allen to Stephon Diggs for 4 yards. And then Josh Allen to Gabriel Davis for 17 yards, once again being covered by Keon Crossan. And then Josh Allen incomplete to Stephon Diggs, who didn't have possession with his first foot, but that looked very close to being a touchdown for the Buffalo Bills, man. But he didn't get possession on the first foot, and the Bills had to settle for a 39-yard field goal, which was good. And the Dolphins kind of caught a break there, but just bad coverage, especially Keon Crossan. And I said on the preview Friday, if there's two players on this team that I don't trust worth a penny, it is Kader Kohou and Keon Crossan. So the Dolphins are down 20-17 at halftime. Dolphins get the ball first to start the second half, and they go 3 and out. The Bills get the ball on the Dolphins' 30-yard line. First play, Eric Rowe sacks Josh Allen, forces a fumble. It's picked up by Zach Zahler, and it's returned for a Dolphins defensive touchdown. Holy shit, when's the last time we had that? In big spots, when you needed the defense, they gave it to you. And, they pretty much did what we asked. I know that the secondary was bad, and the secondary is one of the reasons why we lost this game. But the front did its job. 7 sacks on Josh Allen, a forced fumble, scoop and score, 2 interceptions. I know they gave up 34 points, but man, the defense, they kept us in this game. The Dolphins' defense kept us in this game. It was the offense. It was the offense that either stalled out or got held to field goals. So, but now, at this point, the Dolphins are up 24-20 against the Bills. And the Bills go 6 plays and punt. Devin Singletary for 13 yards for a first down to the Buffalo 50, a 3-yard gain. Incomplete to Dawson Knox. And incomplete to Shakir. So the Bills punt. Dolphins go 3 and out once again. A deep shot to Jalen Waddle on the first play, which is broken up by Tyron Johnson, which is a good play on his part. Then deep down the middle to Mike Gesicki, and it's tipped by Edmonds. Mike Gesicki still had an opportunity to catch it, and he didn't catch it. So it's incomplete. The Bills, they go 3 and out, and then the Dolphins, they go 3 plays for -9 yards. Skylar Thompson on 2nd and 12 is sacked by Matt Milano, and on 3rd and 19, in the back of your own end zone, with a 7th-round rookie quarterback, you either throw the check down or you run the ball up the middle to gain yards and give more room to Thomas Morstead. But what does Mike McDaniel decide to do with Skylar Thompson under center? He throws it deep to Trent Sherfield. It's a terrible pass, way underthrown, and it's intercepted by the Bills. That play right there gave the Bills all the momentum they needed. And quite frankly, it changed the game. Mike McDaniel, I want him to be the head coach next year, but he's got to learn from his mistakes in the offseason. And that was a big mistake. That's a momentum changer right there. No way should you be taking a deep shot on 3rd and 19 when you're winning the game as 13-point underdogs with Skylar Thompson under center. That's unacceptable. That's bad coaching, and there was a bad pass by Skylar, but I'm putting that on Mike McDaniel. Bad play calling. Bad play calling. And the defense, they're trying their best. And there's a point in the game where they can't hold up anymore. And this was it. Bills go 5 plays, 33 yards for a touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 13 yards on a first down. Devin Singletary, 2 yards. 3rd and 8, Josh Allen takes off for a 12-yard run, first down. And then Josh Allen, easy touchdown pass to Cole Beasley. The Bills got the lead back, 27-24. And that play call by Mike McDaniel, that's all the momentum Buffalo needed. And believe it or not, both times we played the Bills in Buffalo, Mike McDaniel made bad calls that potentially costed the Dolphins season. However, this one costed the Dolphins the season. This and not getting the ball off on 4th and 1. So now the Bills have a 27-24 lead. And the Dolphins go 4 plays, 13 yards, and they punt. Skylar Thompson to Tyreek Hill for 13 yards. And then 3 straight incompletions in a row for Skylar Thompson. Why are you not running the ball? Why? Jeff Wilson only had 10 carries today. That's unacceptable. So the Bills, once again, have the ball. And they go 5 plays, 68 yards, and a touchdown. 1st and 10, Josh Allen to Quentin Morris for 12 yards. James Cook for 4 yards. 3rd and 6, Josh Allen to Cole Beasley, who turns it into a 10-yard completion into a 29-yard completion, which is pathetic tackling by Cater Coe, who won that play. And then Josh Allen, deep left to Gabriel Davis for a touchdown, covered by Eric Rowe. So now the Bills, just like that, scored 2 touchdowns in 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Unreal. And we go to the fourth quarter. The Bills are up 34-24. This was this was the best drive of the game for the Miami Dolphins offense. 11 plays, 75 yards in 6 minutes. Jeff Wilson for 4 yards. Skylar Thompson to Tyreek Hill for 12 yards and a first down. Skylar Thompson incomplete, but there's defensive pass interference on Tre'Davious White, which gives the Dolphins the ball at the 50-yard line. Skylar Thompson incomplete to Hunter Long. Skylar Thompson, 14 yards to Cedric Wilson. Skylar Thompson to Savon Ahmed for 13 yards. Makes a nice move there. Skylar Thompson is sacked by Ed Oliver at the Buffalo 23-yard line. Skylar Thompson to Savon Ahmed again. Savon Ahmed, 33 receiving yards in 2 out of 3 plays for 20 yards and a first down. An end around to Jalen Waddle. Finally, some creativity on this drive. Gets the ball to the 1-yard line, and Jeff Wilson jumps in for the Dolphins touchdown. It's a 34-31 game. And the defense, I didn't think had it in them. But the defense gave the offense a chance. They force a 3-and-out, 3rd down sack by Zach Zeller. The offense, they go 3-and-out. 5 yards to Jalen Waddle on 3rd and 10. Not going to cut it, brother. Not going to cut it. Bills go 6 plays, 32 yards, 31 at the 19, a bomb to Shakir, and he comes up with it. Kato Kohu with atrocious coverage. He's a great tackler, but he sucks at coverage. Bad. Really bad is Kato Kohu at coverage. Bills get it at the 50-yard line, sacked by Elijah Campbell and Jalen Phillips. And then on 3rd and 11, Bradley Chubb makes his presence known. He forces a fumble to Josh Allen, but unlucky for the Dolphins, the Bills come up with it. If a Dolphin defender came up with that ball, that's a game changer. An absolute game-changing of a play if a Dolphin comes up with a ball. And then this is it. This is it. The last chance for the Miami Dolphins. At their own 14-yard line. We get 2 straight incompletions by Skylar Thompson. And on 3rd and 10, he gets Jalen Waddle for 25 yards. A big, big throw by Skylar Thompson that he was able to make to Jalen Waddle. And then false start by Robert Jones. Unacceptable. Skylar Thompson is incomplete. He throws it away. Skylar Thompson to Jalen Waddle for 14 yards. And then 3rd and 1, Savon Ahmed doesn't get the first down. And this was the game. Right here, 4th and 1 at your own 48-yard line, and they couldn't get the fucking play off. They got to the line of scrimmage with 4 seconds left on the play clock. 4 seconds. That's not acceptable. In a playoff game with your season on the fucking line, that's unacceptable, man. That is unacceptable. And then you turn 4th and 1 into 4th and 6. And Skylar Thompson has Tyreek Hill wide open in the middle of the field. And if he throws it to him, he's getting the first down. He does not see Tyreek Hill. He does not throw it to Tyreek Hill. Instead, he scrambles right. He throws it to Mike Gesicki, and it's incomplete. The Dolphins lose. The Bills get a first down, and the Bills defeat the Dolphins 34-31, eliminating the Miami Dolphins on Wild Card Weekend. So, yeah, this sucks. It's very painful to lose that way. The defense played not so great in Buffalo. The defense didn't play good in Buffalo the 2 times, but both times, Mike McDaniel costed this team the game. And I'm putting this game on Mike McDaniel. Because you just have to know how to manage the game better with your 3rd-string rookie quarterback. On 3rd and 19, you're winning the fucking game. You cannot throw the ball deep with Skylar Thompson. And the pass was terrible. The pass was way underthrown, and Trent Sherfield had no chance. And then on 4th and 1, you can't get the playoff in time. They go up to the line of scrimmage with 4 seconds left. That's just unacceptable. I'm glad we didn't lose like the Chargers, though. I'm glad we didn't lose like the Chargers, but you know what, man? It sucks. It sucks. It really does. But I was optimistic. I convinced myself Dolphins were going to win this game. Um, am I biased for that? 100%. 100% biased. I'm going to ride with the Dolphins until the day I die. This is my team for life. Um, but I'm upset by this loss. It's a playoff loss. You should absolutely be upset. But I mean, I'm proud of the way the team fought. Absolutely, no one gave us a chance, and I'll say it over and over again. No one gave the Dolphins a chance as 13-point underdogs to go in to Buffalo and win that game. They were very close. And the rivalry between the Dolphins and the Bills is officially back. The games that they had this season were classics. The first game, the Dolphins won by 2. Then the 2 games in Buffalo, the Bills won by 3, 32-29, Week 15, and then Wild Card Weekend with Skylar Thompson, who, by the way, I'm not saying he played a great game, but the fact that you almost went into Buffalo and beat the odds-on favorite to go to the Super Bowl out of the AFC, the fact that you only lost 34-31, that's got to have a little bit of a positive mindset for this Dolphins organization going into the offseason. Now, what's the offseason going to look like for the Dolphins? I don't know. With the season over, I have a couple more Dolphin videos that I want to make, and then when it's off season, I take a break from Dolphins content. I just stop doing Dolphins content until like if there's a big deal at the free agency or something. But for now, I got a couple more Dolphin videos to make, and then I'm probably just going to take my long extended break off season for Dolphins content. But that's all I got, guys. We gave them a fight. That's all I wanted. I would love to be going to the divisional round to face the Kansas City Chiefs. We were this fucking close. I'm very upset, but you know what, man? Keep your head up. Because we almost beat these boys with our third-string quarterback underdog by 13 points. And Mike McDaniel just needs to get better in the offseason, man. That's all. But I'm getting out of here. Thank you all so much for tuning in to the post-game recap. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the Big Fight Fuel channel. Comment down below if you're a Dolphins or a Bills fan. Leave a comment down below your thoughts on the games. Good game to the Bills. It was a great game. The 3 games that we played the Bills were all to the very end. Came down to the last play of the game all 3 times. And I'm happy the rivalry's back, man. I can now look forward to facing the Buffalo Bills going into next year. So, good game, Bills fans. Hit the like button if you like what you heard from me. Follow me on Twitter and TikTok at Conlon_Joseph. And I'm out of here. I'll see you maybe tomorrow, probably tomorrow, with my season review. So I got that. I want to make a video about Tua because it came out that he's expected to be the starter next year. So I want to talk about that. I want to talk about a couple more things, and then that'll be wraps for the off season. So have a good one. Stay safe. And as always, fins